This is not a wind turbine, it's a windmill, and this is the final photo in the series that I've been sharing from my trip from Oklahoma to Nebraska through Kansas. I'm pretty sure this was taken just off of Highway 77 in the middle of Kansas, and this is one of the last photos I took. It was kind of a nice bookend to the whole drive, where I was looking at crop duster airplanes and the giant hundreds of feet tall wind turbines, and then here, a simple windmill on the prairie. And it's kind of a nice way to bring it all to a close. I've taken some windmill photos over the years and put them on here on Weekly 50, and this is so simple. It's so basic, but I really, really like it. In fact, it's so basic that it lines up exactly with the classic rule of thirds compositional guidelines, where on the bottom third of the photo, you have all the grass. On the left third, the line that makes the left third of the photo, you've got the windmill. It's a super simple composition. It's monochromatic, like blue and yellow, basically, with a little bit of brown thrown in. But even though this is such a simple, basic photo, there's something kind of pleasing about the simplicity of this image. And there's like a simple, I probably said simple 8 times now. There's a quality about it that I just really like. It's not complicated. It's not a tall, massive wind turbine. It's just a windmill in Kansas. And there's nothing in the background like trees and other things. I don't know. You would think a scene like this is easy to come by, but it's actually not. It's a lot harder to find this than you might realize, because when you go through the Midwest or any place where there might be a windmill, there's often all sorts of other things going on. You have cattle and fences and trees and cars and roads and other things. And so to find this picture, I don't know. I was pretty surprised. I had to drive about, a quarter mile off the interstate. I saw this windmill and I thought it might make a good photo. And so I turned east off of Highway 77 and drove down this dirt road a little bit, got up my D500, my 7200 millimeter lens, shot wide open at 2.8, and that's how I was able to get the foreground nice and blurry. And I guess in some ways there's not a lot to say other than that sometimes you don't need to do anything grand and extraordinary. Just a nice, clean, easy picture of a windmill like this is all you need. And I keep thinking this might make a good PowerPoint background. If you want to download it, click through to the original on Flickr, download it. Maybe you could crop it a little bit. It might make for a good PowerPoint background if you're doing a presentation on like Kansas or something. Feel free to do that. And if you do, be curious to see the PowerPoint that you put together.